they call me 8 minutes later and they're just like, oh, is it a 2012 Sebring? I was like, yeah. Did you guys find it? They were just like, yeah, it's impounded. I was like, what? What's up? It's your girl, Alex, and I'm back with another video. So before we even get into this video, you already know what it is. You already know what's up. Go ahead, if I'm an unfamiliar face to you guys, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment on my videos because I'm pretty awesome. And once you see once you see one video, you won't be able to get enough. So go ahead and do that for me. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also click the notification bell so you can keep in touch with me when I post more videos. So enough of the chit chat, let's get right into this video. So today's video is going to be a story time. It's going to be about the time that I quote unquote lost my car. Yeah, y'all, this is crazy. It's pretty funny. It's funny when I think about it, and it's kind of sad, but it's still funny at the same time. So this happened about, I want to say, let me think. This happened about 3 years ago. It's been a while, and it's happened around this time in May. It actually happened around Mother's Day. It happened the day before Mother's Day, actually. So what happened basically was that I went to Oakwood's graduation this year, and this was the year that my friend was graduating. And not only that, I had other people that I knew that I was cool with who was graduating this semester, and the graduation was the day before Mother's Day. So this is why I remember everything, because everything kind of just like it's very memorable. So I was getting ready for the graduation, and the graduation, I believed it started at 8 o'clock, but you know how graduations don't exactly start on time. They never start on time. Like, you'll get there and it'll be a certain time, and the graduation starts 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, whatever. So yeah, I was running a little bit late, and the graduation was at the Von Braun Center, and the Von Braun Center is in Huntsville. And if you guys live in Huntsville, you already know how parking is downtown. Parking is atrocious. So I got downtown, and this is around graduation time, so you guys already know that parking was limited. And since I got there late, I was like, oh wow, like there's so many cars that are just in the area. It was super busy. And I was looking for parking, and I looked to the side. There's parking like across from the Von Braun Center underneath the little gate, like, you know, a little parking garage. And there was also parking in another lot, like a couple of like streets down. But parking was like $10 to $15. And I'm just like, y'all got me messed up. I'm not going to pay that much just to fucking park. And I want to like park not far away. I wanted to park close enough where I could actually walk, because I had some heels with me, and I brought flats, but I still had heels. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to want to walk this far. So I finally just like whip into a parking lot. It didn't have any signs that I was aware of. And I just whipped into the parking lot. I'm like, oh, hey, free parking. I parked right in the spot. There was plenty of spots. I mean, I wouldn't say there was plenty of spots, but there was a good amount of spots. And I was just thinking like, oh, okay, well, this might be like a little secluded area I can just park at and just like, you know, chill out, go to the graduation and come back and just dip. So I think the parking where I parked at was about an 8-minute walking from the place where I parked at to the Von Braun Center. So it was a little minute, but it was a lot better than me. I'm so childish. I just realized this. I'm so childish. I didn't want to pay $10 to $15 to park, but for real, y'all, like, I didn't want to pay that much. So yeah, I got into the parking spot. I walked to Von Braun Center, and we were in the Von Braun Center for about 4 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, when it comes to Oakwood's graduation, and I know graduations are long in general, but when it comes to Oakwood graduation, it was long. Like, they did everything. They even had a sermon during graduation, and that's why it was so long. So after graduation ended, I was looking for my friend because I saw her walk across the stage, but when everybody started like crowding around, I couldn't find her. And in the midst of that too, I was talking to somebody around that time, and I was supposed to meet them at the graduation as well. And I was calling my friend and I was calling him too because I was just like, hey, let me find somebody that I know here. I found my cousin. He was actually there too. I didn't know he was there at first. Until I started texting him. I saw him on Snapchat. He was posting the graduation. I was like, bro, are you here too? He was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm like, okay, cool, bet. So I linked up with my cousin and his girl because she was graduating at the time. And I was just like, okay, so what we doing after this? Because after graduation, you gotta link up, you gotta party, you gotta celebrate. So he told me that there was gonna be a party going on at Safari, which is a Jamaican reggae club. It's so lit. But yeah, it's a Jamaican reggae club. So I was just like, okay, cool, bet. I'm about to go ahead, get into my car. We can get something to eat. And then we can go ahead, head to where we're gonna head to, pre-turn up, do whatever. I'm cool with it. So I go to the parking spot where I was parked at, where I was supposed to be parked at. And I knew this because I had Waze on my phone. And Waze, the app, it lets you mark your parking spot. So if you don't know where you're at, you can mark your parking spot and you can go and you can just like look it up and be like, okay, I'm parked here. So I used that and I got to the spot and my car was not there. And I was just like, okay, me thinking in my head, because sometimes I be like kind of like messing up a little bit. I be fucking up, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be doing stuff and I'm very bad with directions. Like, very bad. Like, if we turn a corner, do here, 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 here. Whoever I'm walking with, y'all better know where we're going. Because 9 times out of 10, I don't remember where we're going. I never was looking at where we were going. It's not funny. It's really not funny. But at the time, I was so confused because I was just like, the car, it was right here. Like, I marked it. The car is right here. And I was kind of freaking out. But I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I miscalculated. Maybe it's somewhere else. And I just like, maybe Waze messed up. Or maybe I messed up. I don't know. So I get into the car with my cousin and his girlfriend. And we're looking for my car downtown. And when I tell you guys, we drove downtown, around downtown, a good 5 times. 5 times. Like, we looked everywhere. And to the point I was feeling like, oh my God, like, maybe this is my fuck up. I messed up. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna like see if I can like find it because we still haven't found the car. So I was just, okay, let me go ahead and let my cousin and his girlfriend go get changed because they were going to wear a different outfit than what they were wearing to graduation. So they dropped me off and I just start walking. I start walking up the streets. I start walking like through alleyways. Y'all, I was walking. It's a Saturday night, so people are going to be out. They're going to be wanting to party. And the crowd, it was a pretty big crowd in certain areas, but in certain areas it was like empty, like it was ghosts. Like, I was just walking through streets, like alleyways, all that stuff. And my phone was about to die. My phone was on like 25%. And while it was on 25%, I did call the guy that I was like talking to. I call him and he picks up and the background's just like loud. There's loud music playing. And I was just like, where are you at? And he was just all like, oh, I'm at Whiskey Bottom, one of the clubs downtown. Come ahead and where you at? I was just like, I'm lost. I don't know where my car is at. I'm lost. Can you come and can you leave? And can you like help me? Like, can you pick me up? And then he started being like, wait, let me text you. And then he hung up on me. So I'm pissed off because I'm just like, dude, we were supposed to be hanging out tonight. And not only that, you're downtown. You heard what I said because you were kind of coherent to the conversation. So you heard what I said and you just hang up on me? Like, what the fuck? So he starts texting me and he's just all like, what did you say? And I was just like, bruh, I'm lost. I don't know where my car is at. And can you come pick me up? So he proceeds to just be like, okay, are you lost or is your car lost?
Are you stupid or something?
I told you that I was lost. I told you not that I was lost, but I told you I don't know where my car is at. My car is gone. It's lost. And the thing about the situation is that we were downtown and these clubs were downtown as well. So he wasn't far from where I was at. So he starts texting me, like, he was texting me stupid shit. He was just all like, so you need to find your car or what was going on? I'm just like, bruh, never mind. Like, you obviously, you too busy doing whatever you trying to do. And I need help looking for my car. And meanwhile, my phone is dying. Like, my phone is on, I want to say 16% at this point. And I'm getting a little bit worried, a lot worried. And I'm getting very anxious because I cannot find this car and my phone is dying. And I'm walking around downtown just looking clueless. So eventually I call my cousin because I'm just like, you know what? I cannot find this car for the life of me. And I told him I was going to find the car, but I still didn't. This is like an hour and a half later of me just walking around. He comes in, he picks me up, and my phone is probably at 10% at this point. And we get into the car, and I'm just like, bruh, I might call the cops because I really don't know where my phone is at. Well, I don't know why I want to call the cops because I'm just like, wow, like, well, I know exactly why I want to call the cops. So, okay, long story short, it really wasn't like my car. It was my mom's car, and she was letting me and my brother share it. So, and then besides the fact that it being Mother's Day tomorrow, I was still living with my mom and my dad. So I was just like, you know, this car has to be here this morning because it was Saturday night and Sunday morning was Mother's Day. And I was just like, yo, I have to find this car by then. So I called the cops. So I was describing the car to the officer. I was like, yeah, it's a silver Sebring, whoop whoop whoop, whatever. And they were just like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some patrol cars out and see if we can find the car in the area. They call me 8 minutes later and they're just like, oh, is it a 2012 Sebring? I was like, yeah. Did you guys find it? They were just like, yeah, it's impounded. I was like, what? I was like, impounded? What? Why? And they were just like, it was parked in a parking lot that was for an elderly home. And apparently I parked in somebody's spot and they didn't like it. And so they called the cops, and the cops towed my fucking car. The tow truck company towed my fucking car. And so they told me that, and like my heart dropped. I was just like, I don't know how much money it's going to take to get this car out of this towing situation, because at the time I was kind of like, I wasn't too down bad, but I was still like paying for like school. I was paying for loans and all that stuff, and I wasn't making a lot of money around that time. So I was just like, yo, like, this is so crazy, like, this is gonna be some money to pull out. And then my cousin, he was just telling me, oh, it's the weekend too, so it's gonna be even more money. I'm just like, oh my god. And I started crying. I ain't gonna lie, I started crying. I was so sad. I was like, bruh, like, why does this happen to me? So I go ahead and I go hang out with my cousin and his friends, because they were supposed to turn up that night. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just turn up with you guys because I have nothing else to lose. I'm already in the situation. I already got to pay this fee. So I might as well just have fun. You know, why not? Have fun through the tears. So I hit up the guy I was talking to at the time, and I told him what happened and everything. And he was just like, oh, it's a good thing you found your car, dude. I'm just like, I'm telling him the situation, and I'm telling him how upset I am. I'm telling him, like, I gotta pay this money, and I gotta do all this. And he was just all like, oh, well, we at the strip club. You wanna come to the strip club? You wanna meet me here? I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I'm just like, you know what, dude? Like, I ain't talking to you no more. So I pretty much just like ignored him, and I pretty much just like deleted his number, because I'm just like, you know what? Like, you ain't helped me out throughout this whole entire process, and you really didn't really even do anything. You didn't even act, you're not even acting concerned at this point. So I really can't talk to you right now. So I go out to Safari. I have a pretty good time. I get lit because what else am I supposed to do? I get extra lit because I'm just like, yo, my car's still gone. Like, I'm still pissed. I still gotta pay this fee. So I leave, and after I leave, we all head to Walmart. This is around a time when Walmart was open 24/7. So we head to Walmart. We're just chilling there. We went to go get snacks, use the bathroom, whatever. And I hit up my friend, and I call him, not the friend that I'm talking to, like another friend, and I'm telling him about the situation. And I'm telling him like, oh, my car, everything. And he's actually around the area. So he pulls up, and I'm sitting in a car. I'm telling him in full length what happened, what's going on, everything. And then he's just all like, oh, well, I can help you get your car out. I'm going to get your car out. And I was just like, well, I don't have the money to do it. I'm saving up for a trip. Not only that, I got to pay school loans, whoever, do these loans. And then he was just like, I told you I'm going to get it out for you. And I was just like, oh. So we agreed he dropped me off at my friend's house, like my girlfriend's house. And then in the morning time, he picked me up, and we went to the towing company that towed my car. And well, I'm going to tell you, before we pulled up, I called them to see if they were open, and they were just like, yeah, we have your car, and it's going to be $250 to take out. Oh, you mean get it at 2:50 p.m.? Because there's no way in hell I was thinking like a car could get towed. It was less than 24 fucking hours. How the fuck can it be $250? So she was just like, no, ma'am, it's $250 for the towing and for everything else. And I was just like, bruh, like, that's some BS. So we head to the towing truck company, and then like he pays the fee for me, and he doesn't even ask me to pay him back. I still to this day haven't even paid him back. And he told me at that point I didn't have to pay him back. And I was just like, well, are you sure? Because I ain't got the money right now. But, like, I don't know. I ain't trying to, like, I'm not the type of person to just, like, have somebody do something for me and then just be like, oh, you know what? I ain't got to pay you back. Like, I want to at least offer to pay you back. So, like, it doesn't look like I'm just trying to be, like, trying to get off. So I get the car out, and well, okay, let me tell you guys what happened. So I talked to the lady up front of the desk when we were paying the bill, and she was just like, yeah, you parked in the old residence area, and there's a sign out there, but the sign is hidden, so you can't see it. I almost smacked that lady in her fucking face. I really did. I was mad at somebody, because how the fuck are you gonna tell me that a sign is there but it's covered up, and you guys knew the sign was there? So you're telling me that y'all be playing motherfuckers like that? Y'all really be playing people? Like, y'all be like, okay, we gonna keep this sign covered up with the leaves and everything growing on top of it, and whenever someone parks here, we can just get some extra money? It probably wasn't like that. I don't know. I'll be having an overactive imagination. But the good thing is I did get the car back in time, and I did buy my mom a Mother's Day present, got a card, and everything just went smooth. So there's no worries. So that was a story time about how I got the car towed. And it's funny. It really is funny, because once I think about it, it's funny. But me going through the situation when I was going through it, it wasn't funny. Yeah, you guys, that's my story time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.